Hey everyone, it's Holly. If you are new to my channel, I am a homeschooling mom of 4 kids. I do a lot of homeschooling, motherhood, cooking, and travel videos. So if you enjoy that sort of content, I hope that you would hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because I have a lot of great stuff coming up. All right, in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about both homeschooling and travel. We just got back from another trip to Naples, Florida. We went there back in January, but we enjoyed it so much that we really wanted to go back. We love Naples, Florida. I did a whole video on fun things to do there with kids and families. So if you wanna check out that video, I'll put it right above me here and you can watch it later. But yes, we went back to Naples. We had an opportunity to go back. But we just started the school year, so I didn't want to necessarily take off. That is the beauty of homeschooling. You can take your breaks whenever you want. You don't have to wait till fall break, till spring break, Christmas break, etc. You can just stop and take off whenever. However, since it is the beginning of the fall season, we just got into our school routine. I did not want to completely take the whole time off. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how we take our school on vacations with us. It's not something we do all the time, but every now and then we do. So I want to share with you how, if you are a homeschooling family or thinking about homeschooling, how you can take schooling with you on your trips as well. So come with me right now as I share with you how to do school anywhere. One of the perks of homeschooling is that you can do school anywhere. So it is the middle of September, and we decided to just take a little getaway to Florida. On the best part of the day, we are doing time at the beach, and then when the weather doesn't feel so great, we will dive in and do some school. Here is an example of the books that I brought along with us on this trip. Because we flew, I didn't have a lot of room, so I chose a lot of books that were thin, and I did a lot of photocopies. I brought this encyclopedia of sea and oceans. I thought since we were going to be by the ocean, it would be fun to talk about sea life, and this is just a very fun book to read. My preschooler also enjoys having it read to her. I brought along a grammar book for my 2nd grader. This is a pretty small book, so easy to travel with, and it was good for him just to work on some grammar exercises. For my 3 older ones, I brought their Map Skills for Today book. Again, these are some pretty thin books, easy to travel with, and I thought it would be fun to do geography since we were on a trip. And for photocopies, I did our reading comprehension. I like to keep up with our reading comprehension as much as possible. And because these are photocopies, we don't even have to worry about bringing them home with us. When we're done using them, we can just throw them away, less to bring home. I also made photocopies of the answer key because the book itself is pretty bulky. So I just did the answers for the days that we were actually going to be working on. I also did photocopies of some cursive exercises for my 2 middle kids to work on. They practice their cursive all the time with school. I also printed out some sheets for my preschooler on worksheetfun.com. I love this website. I use it all the time for preschool and kindergarten worksheets, and my preschooler loves having some stuff to work on when the older kids are doing their school. So works out great. She gets some work done as well. And then magazines. We have a subscription to Ranger Rick, and magazines also were great for the plane ride out. I love that these are easy reads, but they still learn stuff about animals and nature. I brought along some beginner reading books for my son, who is still in the early stage of reading, and I made sure to have some books that were educational as well as some books that are fun. These beginner books are great to travel with. They're very small, and like I said, it's great for my son to practice his reading, and my preschooler also loves looking through these books. Like I said before, when the weather was rainy or too hot, we would jump in and get some schoolwork done. But some days the weather was still nice and we were working, so we would
would take our work outside. And how fun is it to sit outside by the pool and get some schoolwork done? I don't know, there's just something exciting about it that my kids really enjoyed, and it was kind of fun for them too to be able to do school in a different environment. We encourage reading a lot in our home and incorporate it into our schoolwork. So how enjoyable was it for kids to just read in a relaxing environment?
So once we get some school done, we can come to the beach and just play.
Even though family vacations are about having fun and relaxing, we still look for ways to make a trip a learning experience. And on this trip, we went to the Florida Everglades and visited an animal sanctuary. There we learned so much about alligators and all the other animals that they had there on the property. And one day we visited a beach that had descriptions of all the different plant life in that area. So that was neat to teach our kids about. So whether it be a zoo or a children's museum, you can always incorporate some education into your trip.
It's also educational to come out on the pier and see all the sea life. So more school stuff 24 hours a day.
Along with not wanting my kids to get behind on their schoolwork, I also don't want to get behind on my own computer work. So it was certainly relaxing for me to be able to get some work done while I sat by the pool. Well, that is all I have for you on doing school anywhere. As you can see, it just takes some organizing before the trip, but you can take as much or as little schoolwork as you want on a trip. And it is great having this flexibility. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day.